One of the other upgrades that we did, aside from this insulated wall between the cabin, the driving area and the cabin, which greatly improved the temperature. So if it's hot out or cold out, you're going to notice a difference between this area, this cabin area, and the living area, so the driver compartment living area, of about 20 degrees. So if it's freezing in the cabin area, it's 20 degrees in here. If it's 40 degrees in the cabin area, it's 20 degrees in here. So there will be a 20-degree difference between these two just because of this. One of the other things we noticed was AIrstream doesn't supply any of these. So these are window coverings that you can get. They're about $1,400 US for the set. And one side is black and the other side is reflective. So you'll see the reflective side here, and they stay in with magnets. So they pop in fairly quickly, and you'll see that's on the front dash and on the sides. We have these for all of the windows in the AIrstream. They're custom made to do that, and they're very, very useful. So what happens is with these out, this cabin area, I'll just take two of these out, this cabin area gets incredibly hot. With those installed, the cabin area stays either very cool or very warm, kind of depending on, I mean, it's raining outside and you saw how much light just came in. So these are very, very useful. So, you know, it takes me about a minute or two to put them back in, but incredibly useful. And we have those for all of them. They are made with Reflectix on one side. So this is Reflectix, and then there's an insulating layer in between. It's actually the same insulating material you'd use in an oven mitt, and then something black on the inside. So this black, if you actually use this one on this side, this window, you'll find that you cannot see inside. So there, I just installed that one there, and you'll find that you can't see on the outside. So if you try and look in the outside of this, you will not be able to see in the window at all. Even if you're up close, you can't see at all. You can see you can see my phone, but you can't see in. So they're very good for blacking out. You know, if you want to camp in a city, these are really important. So aside from this, which is very important, you'll find having these for all the windows means that nobody can tell you're camping. You could be in the middle of Quebec City or Calgary, and nobody can tell you're camping in the van. Similarly, if you're out in the desert and you turn this side to the outside, you will find the van stays much cooler inside. If it happens to get very cold at night, flip these around, and that insulation will help you a lot. So those are some things that we found incredible for me being able to be comfortable in the Sprinter, and being able to camp when you don't want light inside. These are some other upgrades. So you'll find these seat covers are on top of the original seats. So the original seats are in great condition. These seat covers are washable, which is great. You'll find a place to store your iPhone. You'll find out that the standard stereo in an AIrstream is pretty much complete junk. It'll keep rebooting on yourself. Typically when you're trying to get somewhere, this one is awesome. It has Apple AirPlay, obviously navigation, so it's a great upgrade. You know, a stereo that works and a GPS that actually works. It'll charge your phone here, and then we also added a battery monitor. Sorry, not battery monitor, tire pressure monitor. So this will cycle through your batteries, and it will alarm if you have a leaking tire, or a tire that's at high pressure, low pressure, or it's getting hot. So that was a godsend. We had the trailer, which is next to me, attached to us, and suddenly one of the trailer wheels alarmed, and we found out that what was happening was one of the brakes was dragging. So thankfully we figured it out before we'd worn the brake out. Our gas mileage was not as good as we wanted, but more importantly, we had to fix the brake, which was a good thing. So that does not come standard in an AIrstream or a Sprinter. Otherwise, we did, as I said, upgrade the horn. We added the rigid light bar. This is a great addition to any Sprinter. you'll find that the cabin, driving compartment, is not very well insulated at all. We tint the windows, but you'll find that without some type of bra on it, it gets far too hot. So this actually allows you to lower the windows. It's raining right now, but that comes right off, and you can do that on both sides and get a great breeze, and the bugs don't come in. So this is a very good addition to any Sprinter, but we found it was great for camping without getting bugs inside and keeping the van very cool. It's a great device. So a standard Sprinter comes with 2 batteries for the Mercedes part, so call that the driving part, and those are both by Mercedes, and then it comes with 2 batteries mounted pretty much right under where that electrical plug is. So in the back there's 2 batteries. Those batteries, unfortunately, and it comes with one 100-watt solar panel that sits in the roof. That combination will result in failure unless you're plugged into an extension cord fairly quickly. After you stop driving, you have somewhere between 4 and 8 hours to plug in, at which point your batteries will generally be depleted past 50%. When you discharge a battery past 50%, it is useless. If you do it a couple of times, you basically ruined the battery. And the batteries in Canadian dollars are about $600 each, so that's something you don't want to do. We like the idea of being at a beach and being able to have ice in the freezer or food cold. So that was important to us. So we doubled the batteries. So underneath on the other side there are 2 more batteries, so another $1,200 in batteries, and then we added solar panels. So there are 4 100-watt solar panels on top. This allows this vehicle to basically be autonomous the entire time. So we traveled for 6 weeks across the US and down in Mexico and never had any problem. We never actually had to drive the van. At one point we were stopped for a week, and we were totally self-sufficient. Freezer on, fridge on, using whatever lights we wanted, watching TV at night, and no problem with the batteries. So those are 2 pretty important upgrades. The other upgrade is, if you see the black cover at the front, that is a rain cover. So the standard AIrstream install has a vent that has a rain sensor. You will find that it will close very quickly, which is great because rain doesn't get in. With that vent, that hood cover on top, you can actually pull air in even if it is raining. So that's kind of a nice addition as well. Other than that, there is a cell booster. That antenna at the back is a Wi-Fi booster. So you'll find that we boost Wi-Fi signal. We can pick up Wi-Fi signal from about 1 kilometer away. And there's a small antenna right in the center of the screen there. That's a cellular boost antenna. Both of those are pretty important additions. You'll find out if you drive across Canada, the US, your cellular service will get down to 0 bars. This will bump it 1 or 2 bars. And you'll find that unless you park in a McDonald's or in a Starbucks, you're not going to get Wi-Fi, whereas this device allows you to get Wi-Fi from about 1 kilometer away or more. So those are some additions that we found very, very useful. Sometimes we found that we carried a lot more stuff than you might imagine in the Sprinter, and there wasn't enough room in the Sprinter. And so to have a matching trailer is an awesome thing. You can basically put pretty much whatever you want in here. The Sprinter is capable of towing 5,000 pounds. This is a 1,500 pound trailer, maybe 2,500 pounds. And you don't even feel it behind you. I did actually put an anti-sway device on it, and I did put brakes on it because we did a fair amount of mountain tours, but you really don't notice it behind you. You do lose about 3 kilometers per 100, so it costs you about 3 liters per 100 by towing the trailer, and that's at 75 miles an hour. So this is the trailer. Again, it's been upgraded. There's brakes have been added, so they, a trailer this small doesn't normally have brakes on it. So we have brakes and an automatic brake. So if this attaches and this pulls out, there's an automatic brakes. It puts the brakes on the trailer. This is the trailer, brand new tires, because we took it down to Mexico. LED lights on the back. Obviously it has parks right into that. 2 mountain bikes mount here, fat bikes or regular mountain bikes. And then the rest of it is outfitted with tie downs so that you can basically organize everything very well. So we tended to carry a 5-gallon propane tank, or sorry, 20-gallon propane tank, and one of those fire pits from Costco, which was great. Underneath here is, I would highly encourage everybody to grab one of these. It's a an instant tent. So it's raining right now. In about 3 minutes, I can set that tent up, put the heater in it, and it's very warm inside. This is a stand-up paddleboard. I am a kiteboarder, so normally there would be inflatable kites all the way across here, and kiting gear, hoses, and plug-ins. Spare tire for the trailer is down there, past the mountain bike. And then I installed the battery, and then I put lights in it because if you come into a trailer at night, it's not very bright. So this allows you to see. These ones come on a switch here, which is here. And right now the trailer's not plugged into anything, but those lights allow you to see. And then here, if it was dark out and there was motion, that light up there, and then this light here would come on and illuminate. I also put a fan in here and then a hood over it, so that it does stay, it doesn't have a trailer smell, put it that way. And then you'll see vents on the outside, and they come into here. So there's some outside vents, so that if you do have a Vespa in here or gasoline in here, you're never going to smell it. Even if you spill a bit, it's going to be cleaned out. And then the floor, I painted the floor with anti-stick, so it's still dirty, but you'll see this is a very good surface that allows you to sweep it out. And this wheel chock, if you don't want to carry a motorcycle, this entire wheel chock can be removed. So that's the trailer that comes with the AIrstream. It's been awesome to be able to. We would basically use this in the Vespa. We would pull into a city like Nashville or Quebec City, park a little on the outskirts. So in Nashville, we park across the river, and in Quebec City, we strangely park by the St. Lawrence, and then we would take the Vespa and tour the city. The nice part about a Vespa is you never have to ask for parking. You pretty much have rockstar parking wherever you want. So that's the trailer. It's a Neo 2017 6x12 trailer. Awesome trailer.